Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday night Facebook Live. Make sure I'm in the right place. Yep. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Let me just get myself all sorted out. Okay, my name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Art demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, and I saw this technique reminded me. I haven't done it for a long time, so I thought it would be quite a cool, quick one tonight to do. Hi, Andrea. And so it's using punches, and I don't know how well you can see there if I hold it there. It's using punches to create a 3D kind of looking background without doing too much to it, really. I am Alison. Sorry, I was running a bit late. I had it all ready to go, about to press live, and my phone went flat. So I had to wait for it to restart again. Sorry about that delay. All right, so we're going to do this card tonight, and I've actually got the similar colours, a different centerpiece there, but I'm actually going to show you what it looks like if you use a different colour base than so you've got the tone on tone colour there, but if you were to use a white background with the colour piece on top. So starting out with whoops, that's not what I'm going to do. Starting out with our card base, which is our standard card base. I've just got, this is my go-to. I know some people, their go-to is a tent fold. This one is my go-to. I don't even know why. It's just one that I end up doing. So we've got that as our base. It's a very straightforward card. Let me pop that there just so that you can see. Hopefully you can see it. I've actually already gone ahead and embossed this piece. And I've just used the crosshatch does 3D. That's part of the basic set. And so what I did have, I cut out a piece of the Blackberry Bliss as a plain piece. I was going to do it the same. But then I thought, oh, I wonder what it would look like if I... Actually, I wonder if I trim that down so we've got a slight border around here. Let's do that and just... Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know that there's some people that's like their go-to. I'm just going to make this slightly smaller. And when you've embossed it, sometimes it kind of, you lose a little bit of the shape. So I'm just going to take this off. Then I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss as a mounting sheet. So it's going to end up being quite a thick front of the card. Now you can do this with any punch. So circles, if you've got hexagons, look great. If you've got anything that kind of layers really nicely. So I'm going to use the new one here, and it's called, I can't remember what it's called. Your nose is cold, teddy bear. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh, no, I can't remember. It's kind of like a rounded hexagon, and it's got glue all over it. It's coming out in the new mini catalogue that comes out in January. So I just saw my reflection showing in there while I was doing that. That was not a very pleasant thought. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do it on, so this, let's just make sure I cut it the right size. This is going to go on here. So we've got a nice little border edge, which I think will tie it in a bit more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop this, get some glue on there. I'm going to pop that straight onto our card base and get that as centered as we can. Okay, and then we're going to glue our pieces onto this. So as we are, as we're punching out our shapes, I'm going to have this here just so that I can lay everything out. So I like to start by popping it in as far as, maybe we go this way. Let's go this way. As far as it'll go. And it's not quite center, but that's all right. Yeah, let's do a landscape card. We don't do them very often. All right, so I'm going to punch there. No, not there. I'm trying to get it as even on each side as I can. And then that is going to go, it's actually going to be a little bit lower than center. And then what you're going to do is with this shape, you can just line that up like so. And then this is going to actually, because they're both the same size, you're going to lay that there. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. So if you pop that right on the edge, then that one can be there, and then you can maneuver this so that it sits like so. If you want to, you can use that little tiny bit that you've got there and just use that. I used the wrong side. Oh no. How did I do that? How did I get that shape? Oh, there we go. That way. I thought I had a straight edge on the corner. There we go. So we're going to move that over slightly. Move that over slightly. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this one in. We're going to line up the edge of our shape here with as close to that as we can. It's not going to matter if it's not lined up, and if you want to, if you go over too far, you can just have it hanging off the edge and fix it up later. And then I'm going to go back this way and do the same thing. And I like to line my piece up here and then just come over a little bit. Now the other thing you can do, if this is too fiddly, is get a bigger piece and just cut out full pieces of your shape. Alright, so you're going to get, and then you just lay them all around so that you have some hanging off the side. It's quite a bit over. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of an edge here. And so what I like about this is if I pull this up here, you can kind of see where I've got gaps and pieces. So actually, that one's not on the edge. It's about there. That one's on the edge. That one's on the edge. And then that's about there. And then we're going to do the same thing from up here. Up there. And we're going to go up here, and this is obviously a deeper. So if you are someone that needs to have, and it's really just because my punch didn't go right in the center. I couldn't get it in the center. So this one is going to go here. And this one is going to go here. Looks like paving stone. Yeah. And then I've got a little bit on this side here, so I'm just going to do that. No. that way. I want to get, that goes there. So I need it to go in here. This is where it would be easy if you had, so this is where I'm going to go off the edge a bit. If you had whole pieces that you're working with, then pop it on there like that. And so we've got kind of an even gap there. That one looks crooked. Yeah. Like that. It does look like it. Oh, it does look like a turtle shell. And then once you're happy with the placement, I actually quite like it on the white a bit better than I liked it on the. I'm just going to take our glue and then build it back in. If you want to sort of trace around your shape, just to make sure that you get it back in the right place, then feel free to do that. And then you can just use an eraser to get rid of it. So I'm going with the center row, and I just want to make sure that that's right on the edge. I've done this before, which I've forgotten all about doing, but I've done it before for a friend's husband who was really into football. Thanks, Alison. I think the key is excuse me. I think the key is just taking your time and making sure, you know, that you've, and one of the things is if you can keep your piece that you're cutting, so I have got that a little bit funny, but it's all right. If you can keep the piece that you're cutting intact, then it's a little bit easier for you to, I'm going to need to cut a fair bit of that off on the side. Then it's a bit easier for you to work out what you've got. But if that is too much, I recommend doing the whole shape, sticking it all over, and then just trimming off the back what you don't need. So go right to the edge with your pieces, get them in the right position that you're comfortable with, and then chop them all the way around. And it will give you the same effect. So you just have to remember to make sure if you are doing it like this that you go right to the edge. Alright, so now that that's kind of stuck down, if you flip it over, you can see that I've gone a little bit too far over there and a little bit too far up there because my shape was a little bit off. I'm just going to use some long bladed scissors to get that off. And that is our background. So there's two options. So I've used the same colour on this one to just add a bit of interest with the texture. And then this one, that one doesn't have a matting underneath it either. This one is just going to sit like that. And I am going to make it a landscape card. Now, do I put... Okay, ladies, do I put the bigger pieces at the top or do I put the smaller pieces at the top? I initially thought the bigger pieces, but now I think the smaller. What do we think? And I partially wish I'd not quite gone to the edge to give it smaller at the top. Thanks, Heidi. And Alison. Awesome. Thanks, ladies. It's always great when there's other people thinking about, you know, that it's not just my... So... hard to line up on that side. There we go. Yeah, yeah, turtles are cute. But you could do that with any shape. You could do it with circles. It'd look awesome with circles. It'd look great with, what else have I got? The scallop circle would be the scallop ovals. You could use it with squares. You don't have to have a punch. You could use dies. So many options, and you just kind of layer them up on your page. And in that instance, if you've got one that's not a punch and you're laying up the dies, you probably want to cut them all and then layer them to get your design. And then I quite like that. It's kind of reminding me of a giraffe as well. And so what I've got here now is just a little, because we want that to be the star, you could do it in green, Andrea, and you could leave it or you could put it on. I'm going to pop it on, and I've got a little sentiment here, which is happy birthday. One, it says wishing you the brightest birthday. Use some Blackberry Bliss, and we're just gonna get as close to the edge as I can. Clean off the stamp. Put it away. What I also thought, which I haven't really played around with, is this piece there, this piece that you're left with, you actually could pop on as a piece to create the reverse effect. Now you probably want to make sure that you're a little bit more uniform with your shapes so that you've got all of the bits, but that's another way to use up, you know, so you're creating two cards with one. So if you're using dies, you can just make sure that when you're cutting your dies, hold them in place with a post-it note so it doesn't slip when you're going through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then you will be able to use that as another background. You could use this with alternating colours. Square one would look a little bit like a messed up Rubik's Cube, which would be quite cute. So I'm just going to pop that. Did I get a piece? No, I didn't. I'm actually going to leave it white, but I want to flag it. Probably not that much, but I don't want to. Flag it. Like that. Get rid of that stuff because I'm not going to use that, but that doesn't mean someone else doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to pop this here, and I'm going to use dimensionals to pop it up just to give it a bit of height against the shapes. Yeah, so any shape that you've got, any punch shape that you've got, and we've had some really great shapes. If you've still got some of them, some of our punches, then you know, you've got some great options. All right, what I'm also going to do now is I want that kind of just there, like that. And then I'm going to go, oh, where did I put it? I'm sure I put ribbon in there. I put ribbon in my container, I'm sure. Wrong container. Because what I thought I might do is just do, now this is retired, but it's a really pretty soft Blackberry Bliss ribbon. I'm just going to, obviously need to make that a bit bigger. This is not how I normally do my bows, but I saw someone do it and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can do it like that. And if it makes it easier to pop them onto a card. Like so. Alright. And like that. It sits better for me than the other one did. I'll make it a bit more even. Make it a bit smaller, and then I can drop them, and that can go there on a glue dot, and then that is our card all done. Maybe put some gems on. Maybe. Or I won't use this for a while. It's not sitting very well. Over our flower, let's put a bit of Castella. Oh, if I put, oops, put some on these bits just to balance it, but let's do some in here. Oops, went a bit far, a bit close. Okay, here we go. So you can see, can you see? There we go. A little bit of shimmer in there. Just enough to kind of give it a little bit. Does that need to go up? It needs to go up here a bit more. And then maybe tuck it up there. Okay, so that's our card. Thanks, Alison. And I have got two people in the drawer tonight, Andrea and Jill. Jill popped hers up just before when I was eating dinner, so that was really nice. She used the bulldozer one, and Andrea's was lovely as well, and used the right up the middle rather than the off-center one. So let me bring these down so you can see what we've done before I flip the camera onto, oops, get them straight would be useful, wouldn't it? we go. All right. Here's our winning wheel for tonight. 2 lovelies. Thank you very much for sharing your creations. I'm going to go up a bit higher. 2. Congratulations, Jill. I am a bit behind, but work has I can't really say it's slowed down, but work has got a little bit less, so I will get those parcels off to you all. Yeah, reports are in and done, and so yeah, it's just some things, the prize giving and stuff like that needs to be done now. So all of the high level stress stuff is kind of done. So I've got a little bit more brain space to be doing stuff. So I will get all of those prizes out. So I've got Jill, Karen, Sandra from ages ago, and Sally also from ages ago. Karen, I've got 3 for you as well. All right, I am going to leave it there, ladies. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope that you have a go at doing this, and I'm really interested to see what kind of shapes you get with your punches or your dies, and colorways that you decide to have a go with as well. All right, thank you very much for joining me tonight, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.